One of these days, Streamlabs is going to listen to me when I start a stream, and I'd like to not mute my mic. I know the software is free, but for all the things and all the emails that Streamlabs sends me and says, hey, you should pay us for this, that, and the other thing, and I say, I don't think I'm going to give you any money because you don't make a software that works. Anyway, as I was saying, welcome back to the channel. Happy Friday. This is the LEGO NASA Space Shuttle Discovery. We started with the base plate last week. We're on bag 6, and it looks like there's going to be some big changes. So first, I need to get some of this out of the way. I'll keep 7 and 8 handy in case we get there today. But this is where we are starting. You were surprised at the silent groove? Yeah. So was I. So was I. The only time I can ever see myself doing something like that is if I got sick and I wanted to still stream, but if my voice wasn't up to it, I would title it like a silent stream, and probably wouldn't do Lego. I would probably do something that wouldn't be like a Let's Chat. I would probably be doing something that would be more engaging, you know, like a first-person shooter, or something that would be really loud and hard to talk over anyway. That could be kind of fun. So how's everybody's Friday going now that we're no longer muted? I mean, if you were muted on your Friday, that would be problematic. You might want to see someone about that. These are heart-shaped pieces. That is interesting. Okay. Yes, they are hearts. Yes, they are hearts. Nico PDX, thanks for the follow. This is a small bag. Not much going on. I'm okay with that. You know, I think I would rather have slightly smaller bags in some cases. Now, obviously, I wouldn't want, you know, it's a lot of extra plastics. Like, I don't want to create more waste than needs be. Been listening to Spawn Chunks for a while and saw you were streaming. Nico, very cool. We've actually managed to stream almost every day this week. There's a couple of VODs up on YouTube as well as some more recent VODs on the Twitch channel. We're doing some work on West Hill. And then we do this every Friday. This VOD normally doesn't go up until Monday because I normally have a backlog of like Minecraft stuff to post on the VODs channel. I'm realizing that a lot of my links to YouTube point to youtube.com/JoelDuggan, and really the active YouTube channel is the Joel Duggan VODs channel, so I need to update some of my outward pointing links. Will you ever go back to using the other YouTube channel, or will you be doing VODs on the channel now? I don't know. I mean the other YouTube channel is pretty much established as like a an edited video content channel. I'd have to think about what I would do to change that. One thing I would like to do is try and use it to point towards Twitch, but I don't exactly know how to do that. I feel like I'd have to do, I don't know, some sort of like edited shorts, or it always just involves a lot of time outside of like content creation in terms of the editing, which I know is part of the game, but I don't see like the immediate benefit. That's why I started putting so much time and effort into Twitch, is because it took a lot less time and effort on Twitch to get the kind of results that I needed to support the content compared to YouTube. And I understand that some content creators, you know, they do both. Like they edit content, but then a lot of the grind work in Minecraft they'll do. A lot of the grind work in Minecraft they'll do kind of like on stream. Like that's how they'll do that kind of work. I feel like I'm not doing any straight lines today. All over the place. Nico, PDX, subscribing with Prime. Thanks very much for the support. That's amazing. Make sure you connect your Discord and your Twitch account so that you can join us in the Discord in between streams. Make it into a shorts channel with that extra 36 hours you have. Oh yeah, wait. I really, at the moment, don't like YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts for me are just YouTube trying to catch up to TikTok. And you know what? It's not what I go to YouTube for. I get excited when I see one of the creators that I follow on YouTube has posted a new video, and then I get disappointed when I find out that it's 45 seconds. It's just a clip from something. I'm just like, eh. You know? Now, I mean, the benefit will be there for people that create content for TikTok and Instagram and want to repost it to YouTube. But I'm not going to YouTube to watch shorts. It also is silly because like most of my YouTube consumption is on my television. Seldomly on my phone, but most of it's television. So the vertical format's like you're taking up a third of my TV. So not my favorite thing. All right, so bag 6 starts off with the big old plate. I like that they're using colors to make it easy to like figure out where you're placing certain pieces. I did enjoy Pixar's video this week. I wouldn't want to try it and build it though. Oh, the David. Yeah, I haven't watched that yet. A lot of times I tend not to watch those too, like it depends on, I'll probably watch it one closer to when he's back on the show. And two, I also like sometimes prefer to have him tell me about it live rather than me kind of already knowing the answer to his like, what did you do in Minecraft in the last little while, right? One, two of these. Yeah, we're gonna blow through this bag in no time. Noticing a trend of like the smooth plate going right up the middle. One of each of these. I remember these long pieces from when I was a kid, these triangle pieces. They were blue. They were in part of the space set. Kel, you prefer long form videos on YouTube as well? Out of curiosity, do people here watch VODs on Twitch, or do you wait for them to be on YouTube? Because I see creators that put their VODs usually on a second channel like me. That's where I got the idea. Did you know, with an orbital velocity of 17,500 miles per hour, or 28,158 kilometers per hour, the space shuttle crew traveled enough to see the sunrise or sunset every 45 minutes. Traveled fast enough to see the sunrise or sunset every 45 minutes. That's, yeah, that would mess with your head a little bit, I think. All right, so we're gonna add 2 more big plates. They look like they line up. These right here. Help connect everything together. And then that connects here. Oh, I see. Like that. And now we know where the heart pieces go. MDog says I generally don't watch VODs, but if I do, I'll catch them on YouTube. I tend to prefer the interface experience on YouTube. As I mentioned in my Discord chat earlier today, Twitch has released a new design for the Twitch app on Xbox, and it is horrible. It's so loud, you can't concentrate on what you're looking for. It's so busy, you can't really discern what's going on, and everything is behind like extra clicks. If I see that like Impulse SV is live, and I click on his little icon, it goes to his profile page and then asks, do you want to watch Impulse live? Yeah, that's why I clicked on the video to begin with. Like, I'm not here to stare at his profile page. You know, it's so dumb. It really baffles the mind how someone looked at that and said, yeah, that's good, push that. Let's put that out on the internet. I think Dan chimed in and said, yeah, they saw it as well. MDog, yeah, like it makes no sense whatsoever. Cosmic says I watch VODs on either Twitch or YouTube, but prefer Twitch so I can see the chat. So I guess that's the thing, right? Like if you don't care about what's happening in chat, or if chat isn't part of the VOD, like some creators, like I was watching Gemini Tay, who has an adorable playthrough of Stardew Valley going on right now, and her chat comes up live on screen, so you can keep up with what's going on. If you can see it, it's a little bit hard to read. But that's because I'm watching on a television from like 10 feet away. Kelbirdie says I will watch VODs on either YouTube or Twitch, but it's a YouTube fairly quickly. Example, Impulse SV VODs, then I watch them there. Right, yeah, if it doesn't take too long to get over to YouTube. That's why I try to push my stuff to YouTube pretty quickly. I'm not allowed to put it ASAP. I have to wait 24 hours according to the Twitch TOS until that changes. I think they're supposed to be changing it, but at the moment I have to wait 24 hours before I post it. So when I finish the like Lego stream today, I mean, I've got a backlog anyway. I've got videos going up every day until Sunday, but if I only had this one video, I couldn't post it like tonight. I'd have to wait until 3 or 4 o'clock tomorrow. I don't know what happens if you do. Probably just a warning. But I can't earn any advertising on YouTube anyway because my YouTube VODs channel does not have enough subscribers. It's only at 650, 640, something like that. And I need 1,000 subscribers over on YouTube to get any kind of ad revenue. And even then, I don't know if it would be heavy ad revenue because, you know, not a lot of people stick around for a 3-hour VOD on YouTube. That's generally, again, because we were talking earlier about not wanting short form content, but people don't want content that's so long that it's like 3 hours generally. I'll watch an hour-long YouTube video depending on what the topic is. Been watching a lot of the Variety Actors on Actors series where you've got actors that will interview other actors, and find that really fascinating. Okay, so I did that. And then it looks like these go underneath. There we go. Two more of these. Green one. Lorderum, found you through your podcast. Love your content. Thanks very much. Glad you're listening to the Spawn Chunks. I'm assuming Spawn Chunks. You can also listen to the Citadel Cafe. We're going to be recording one about Wakanda Forever next week on the 8th. I've been trying to get that show backed up to once a week, but it's just really hard to schedule people this time of year. This piece looks like it's something from Star Wars. Yeah, it does. It does look really Star Warsy, doesn't it? Why are there so many content creators in Canada? Do you guys have a UBI? I don't know what UBI means. Universal basic income. No, there's not a universal basic income. They're talking about it, but no, there's not a basic universal income in Canada. I would imagine some of it has to do with the fact that a lot of the time our weather is pretty inhospitable. So people look for things that they can do inside. I would say that's part of it. Unfortunately, we have the most expensive internet, or some of the most expensive internet in developed countries. So it's not that we have cheap, accessible internet. That's not the case. I'm trying to think about what else might be. I mean, we're nice. Maybe that's it. We're definitely chatty. I feel like I've forgotten something, but maybe not. It's an interesting piece here. It's got little piston or beam connectors. Like there's little X's right there. I've never seen a piece like that. Probably explains the amount of content creators from the UK too. The weather, not a nice thing. We're not that nice. Yeah, well, I don't know. All the people from the UK that I've met have been nice. Although I say that, and then some of the people that I watch on YouTube about American bully breeds and stuff like that, they don't seem like people I want to hang out with. So there's that too. All right, so now this looks like it connects in a couple different ways. Or maybe it's just straight up flat connecting. I'd say that's maybe just, yeah. It's just these holes right here go into these pegs. This could be tricky. This is big. Hard to do. Let's move this. Go. I need this, and these last two pieces. Gotta figure out where they go. Did I put this on right? These go here. And I need both of those? Yes. Looking forward to warm 30-degree weather this weekend. We are hitting minus 25 either today or tomorrow here. That's Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but probably very cold. Once you get really far below 0 in Celsius, they start to line up with Fahrenheit. It's weird. There's a whole other conversation, Joel. I will get in with you, not here, context UK people, with the XL American bully. Yeah, there's a really good video, a couple of really good videos online about destigmatizing the American bully. Unfortunately, though, a lot of people don't take care of them, which is too bad. I think they're banned, or they're talking about being banned, which is dumb because it's not the dog, it's the owner. Lordrum is like, oh my gosh, that is so cold. Yep. Yep. It's very cold. It's not cold now, but it will be overnight tonight. Need black and white pieces. And we need to make a funny little shape. I do enjoy how they create some of these shapes to like help you tell left from right later on. Actually goes here. That's cool. All 4 of these, all 4 of these last 2 things, and all 4 of these. Wow. You're hoofing it now. And it looks like start here. We start to cover up some of the yellow. And then we cover up the stuff we just put in there. Weird. And these go here. And then these last pieces go here. Well, she's gonna feel pretty sturdy after all these plates overlapping. Two of these and 4 of these. No pieces left over. These go out there. Right there. And there. Nice. Bag 6 has increased the size of this dramatically. That even fits on the in this shot. That was bag number 6, yeah. Nice wool-based layer and a down jacket goes a long way. Yep. I've got a wool coat. I generally just don't plan to go outside when it's this cold, but like that's the luxury of working from home and all that. "400 stitches in your leg thanks to an American pit bull." That's no good, Loderum. Sorry to hear that. I will point out that American pit bull terriers are not American bullies. And that's part of the problem. People assume that they're all the same. And they're not. 1,000 bits. Bag 6 done hype. Thank you so much, Cosmic. I really appreciate that. Amazing. Classic cosmic emote as well. The rainbow heart unicorn. Think large dogs are dangerous in general? Again, I'd say no. I think that it all comes down to who is owning the large dog. Bag 7. We're going to have to move this, I think. We're going to have to set this aside somewhere. $111. Yeah, one of the breeds that I'd really like to own at some point in my life is the Irish Wolfhound. And they're about 36 inches at the shoulder. Yeah, I agree. I think that any dog, big or small, can be a problem if it's not the right fit. I mean, generally, it's just that if people don't take care of them, then it becomes. And by take care, I mean like care for, train, give attention to, all that kind of stuff. Well, at first glance, there's some pretty big pieces in this bag too. It does look like we have something from Star Wars, I agree. Can't remember the name of the ship. Oh, from Star Wars. It looks a little like the base of, I want to say it's Kylo Ren's shuttle. Kylo Ren's Imperial shuttle. Someone want to look that up and see if that looks like it's got the same shape. I mean, so much of the it looks a little bit like the base of a drop ship too. But so many of the Imperial ships have like a triangle design, right? That's just inherent in the Imperial stuff. It's funny, I wasn't a big fan of Kylo Ren. Didn't like the character very much. I like the movies in general. Kelberty, adding my 2 cents. My first 2 dogs were Dobermans. Nice. Large dogs, and of course, I get people across the street to the opposite side whenever I walk them, but they were the most lovable, sweetest dogs I've ever owned. And wouldn't hurt even a fly. Exactly. Exactly. And, I mean, I'm happy to hear that. I actually, a classmate of mine in university had a Doberman, and her whole family was like, they were dog breeders or dog trainers or something. So she really knew her stuff, and her Doberman was lovely. Really obedient, like really well trained. And also didn't have ear crop, so super dopey looking with big floppy ears. It was hard not, like, he didn't look aggressive because of the no ear crop. And that's the other thing I when I mentioned American bullies too. So many of the American bullies that you see online, their ears are cropped, and it's not legal in Canada except for maybe 2 provinces. So like, if I eventually get an American bully, which is the breed dog of dog that I would like to get, I would not be cropping the ears. Not just because it's illegal, because I wouldn't do it anyway. There's no point to it other than aesthetics, right? These all the same. A lot of these pieces, wow. I think we're going to flip them over because they're different. Dobermans didn't have cropped ears either. Oh, that's cool. And didn't have docked tails. Nice. Yeah. That's awesome. My mom got an Australian Shepherd from a breeder and told them not to dock the tail. He's almost 2 now and looks amazing with a tail. Yes, I also agree that it makes sense if it's a working dog. Like an Australian Shepherd in Australia, you wouldn't want to have a tail because it would get in trouble on the farm. But if it's not a farm dog, then there's no reason for it to not have a tail. You end up saving a little bit of money too, because like in my experience when I was shopping for an American bully, and I said I didn't want the ears cropped, the response was always no problem. You know, it means that it's not part of the bill, because they charge people now for it, which is I think a way to discourage the practice. They'll still do it if someone wants to, but. That round. So some of these have pegs and some of these do not. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Did some volunteer work once for a charity that rehomed dogs. They had a Great Dane. I got to walk it. It was the most gentle kind of kind of dog I've ever met. It looks hilarious, me being so short walking a very large dog. I was about to say, Cosmic, that's why I was laughing, because I know how tall you are. Or how tall you are not. And you walking a Great Dane is very funny. The only thing that I find problematic about Danes and Irish Wolfhounds, of course, is that like you have to have a vehicle and a home large enough for them. I would never get an Irish Wolfhound in an apartment unless I lived like across the street from a big park or someplace where we could, you know, the dog could stretch his legs and have a good run around. But they're sight hounds, so they generally need more of a enclosed space. So usually like a fenced-in yard is better. Another reason why American Bully was high on my list, because of a size, like apartment or condo size, but then also moderate exercise needs. You know, I mean, they need exercise just like any other dog, but they're not a Doberman. They're not a terrier, right? There's no terrier in them, so they don't have that kind of drive. I think one of the best descriptions of an American Bully I've heard in a while was food and nap motivated. Although apparently they do like a good game of tug too. I've never seen one in person. I've seen Amstaffs and I've seen Pit Bull Terriers in person, but not an American Bully. I think maybe the closest I've come is a Cane Corso, but I don't like the look of them. Not my favorite. Ear cropping and tail docking is illegal there? Yeah, no, I knew that about the UK. Oh, no, sorry. In Australia, I didn't know that. It's illegal in the UK, I think. I believe there might be some leeway for tail docking based on medical reasons, severe injury. But generally speaking, it's no-go. Yeah, you might have to like have documented proof or something that it's like a working dog, you know? Because we're dealing with like coyotes or other dangerous animals in Australia. I can see why a farm dog would want to have a crop, you know? But that's different. That's different than pets. Pets don't need to be cropped, in my opinion. What shuttle are we building? It's the NASA Space Shuttle Discovery. That one. Shetland sheepdog, and those don't get their tails docked despite also being farm dogs. Yeah, there you go. Does anybody have a favorite breed of dog we haven't mentioned? We've mentioned Australian Shepherds. Do people prefer like bully breeds, shepherd breeds, German Shepherds? We've mentioned Great Danes, but those are all like experiences with. M-Dog, you love Huskies. I like the look of a Husky, but knowing what I know about them, there's no way I could live with one. They're just so vocal all the time. Yeah, I mean, wolf dogs are a thing. Not a breed I would want, but they're big. But they're just so much work and so territorial. I don't know. Again, this is all, I just know that from online. I don't know from experience or anything. Rottweiler, you used to have one. Interesting. Actually, that's the one time I've been attacked by a dog was a Rottweiler. And again, not the dog, but the owner was irresponsible. I like them. They're very, I think they just have a bad rap, you know? They're a lot of dog. Same with, I mean, I would put a Rottweiler up there with the same amount of dog as like an XL American Bully. I feel like Rottweilers hit like 120, right? In terms of weight. Bigger than me when standing on back legs, but my friend's wolf husky is so sweet when he notices I'm scared of his behavior. He goes flat in the ground and crawls around. Oh, that's really funny. So many little pieces. Sideways. Break time when you're ready, but yes, probably I'll wait until I'm finished nulling out this bag. Thanks, Cosmic. I think those kind of dogs get a bad rap because a lot of quote-unquote tough guys buy them and don't train them, and they train them to be aggressive. Yep. Yep, I think that's exactly the problem. Because I've seen some videos online where people are like trying to take them to dog shows, and like the dog is not even really in any, it's not even in control, you know, or being controlled, and that's just does nothing for the reputation of the dog, right? Or the breed, I should say. Alright, that is bag 7. I'm about ready to go. As Cosmic mentioned, it's about time for my break. I take a break once an hour on this channel. Gives you a chance to grab another glass of water or a snack. Gives me a chance to stretch and maybe even reheat my coffee, or in this case, make some more. And we'll be right back. You know, as these sets get bigger, we'll have to figure out maybe a different shot to be able to get farther away from the table. I mean, I can always raise the camera up, but there's just so much of... There's only so much table. We'll have to wait and see. Ah, we're going to be doing some edge work, it looks like. I don't need the big ship right now. That's good. Need one of those, and one of these little guys, and one of these. Nope, other way. Are those? Imagine we'll be eating these pieces up quite quickly. Wonder what the point of having a hinge piece there if you're going to assemble them in a way in that the hinge won't work. Seems strange to me. This long piece. And then there's 6 of these. Imagine trying to build the Eiffel Tower. Oh, the Eiffel Tower wouldn't happen here. I'd have to set up a completely different thing. I think I'd have to have like a webcam plus the camera. I feel like you'd have to have it 2 cameras set up, you know? And if I was to build the Eiffel Tower, I think I would have to be on camera. Like, I think it would be a much wider shot. A much wider shot. All right, we're looking at one of these. Two of these little guys. Whoops. I've also got things set up where the camera right now is attached to that side. And if I attached it to this side, I think we'd have more room because a lot of my gear is to the right. And it would be better, I think, if I had more going on in this side of the table. But now, I mean, I can keep like my drink and a couple of other things over there where you can't see it, so that's good, but it's a little tricky. Mitt Raw Nino, thanks very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Nico, did you find your way into the Discord? It all feels very technical, so I'm taking my time. This one. Extend this by 1 block. And looks like we're on to something new-ish. Difficult as the build gets bigger to be able to fit everything into shot, I imagine. Yeah, no, it is. It is. It's more so when I go to assemble things onto the main platform now. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just... I want to make sure that I'm providing a good viewing experience too, right? So those three go there. And this goes... I'm going to put these on first, I think. Cool. That. And then this attaches there. Even this is getting long. And looks like we take 8 of these. 2. You can't buy it, so you're living vicariously through the streams? Nice. Yeah. I don't technically have the space either. But I'll figure it out. I mean, basically, I don't have the space in my living rooms, which means that some of my Lego models are going to have to start decorating my studio, which is fine. I don't mind that at all. But it's like, if I've got a bunch of builds that I'm really happy with, and I want them to be on display, they can't all be on display in my living room. Oh, interesting. This is a new connection. So, I've never done this before. These guys have this little tag in it, this little hole. We're connecting that to that piece there. Huh. This goes on top of here. I feel like we've done that before. Does it really go on top of there? I don't know that it does. Oh no, it doesn't go on top of there, it goes next to it. I was like, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah. Whoops. Wreck the place. Those. This song has a weird 80s vibe. Oh, boo! Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Whoops, sorry, I should think about these things before sending you Lego. It's okay. It's all good. I will figure it out. Instead of knolling Lego bags, I'll have to knoll my apartment. So, looks like 2 of these. That goes there. I have no idea what this is. Oh, never mind. Now I do. And that attaches to the main part. So I guess this little tab here that I was questioning, it looks like it rests on the edge of that black part, so it's meant to give it some sort of support. And this attaches there. This actually swivels, so that tag piece that we had there, that has like a little bit of give to it, so it actually attaches here. That's really cool. And then everything just kind of slides right in. And yeah, that little yellow tab is meant to hit the edge of the black part and keep it steady. That is really neat. You can see the 3 different connections there. Sharp. Looks like we build the other one now. I don't really have a side table, so I'm precariously positioning the it's on my computer desk, the full build. When I have the money and found a space for it, I will buy the Lego world map because it looks cool, but it's currently 250 euros. Yeah, some of them are big. You talking about putting Lego sets on display in the living room made me think of the quote from Castle, an Australian film, going straight to the pool room. Translation, putting the best things, keepsakes, in the pool room. Don't know how many people will get that reference, but that's where my brain ran. Huh. No, I don't know the reference. Pool room as in like a game of pool, or as in like swimming pool? I'm assuming like billiards. Yeah, billiards, okay. Red Tail Snail, hello, welcome in. It's going well, thank you. The big money expensive room, I see. Ooh, that's a strong cup of coffee. So we're just doing the same thing, just in the opposite direction, it looks like. Is that black? Two more. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever own a pool table. It just seems like such an expense. And I'm like, I guess if you really like the game, but like, I don't really. They're just expensive and heavy, and I'd rather have like a room dedicated to like movies and video games. That would be my go-to, which is basically what my living room is now. I gave up the surround system. It stopped working a long time ago, and now I just have a USB. Sorry, it's a Bluetooth sub and a soundbar from TCL, which is good. It's decent. Certainly better than the TV speakers, but like You're not asking for a whole lot to get better than the TV speakers on any modern television. Your dad has his own pool room, Dan? Nice. Me and the guys used to play a lot of pool when we were in high school, but I think it's just because we weren't old enough to go to a bar. And so you could go and play pool. I mean, the pool room would still be licensed, but it wouldn't be a place where you wouldn't be allowed to go, you know? It all changed once we were old enough to go to the pubs, because then we just didn't care. It was more like something to do, not that we were looking forward to doing it, I guess. $1997. Yep. That's an old film. Yeah, the castle. Yeah. It's interesting, you know, like there was what show was I watching the other week on Netflix? The Pine Gap, and that's an Australian show. It's based on the CIA headquarters in Australia. It's like a whodunit espionage drama. It's well done. Just want a house with a garden, please and thank you. I will live in the garden, well, not all the time, but just most of the time. That's great. Yeah. I mean, I know that you like flowers in game cosmic, but like do you have a green thumb? Do you have a small greenhouse, or do you grow, like, do you have like our house plant slowly taking over your current living situation? Do you not have a garden now? I can grow like herbs on my balcony, but that's it. Okay, that's right. It's connected there. Ah, yes. Have a yard with a tiny plastic greenhouse that I try to grow some flowers in. I grow herbs too. It needs redoing in the spring, summer. Oh, that's cool. At least you've got that. Like, at least you've got a greenhouse. Baker's dozen, half an acre. That is a sizable property. I had that in high school. I had to mow it. That was my job. I do not have that now. I have an apartment balcony. That is the extent of my outside space. There is a yard, like there's a small communal yard, but like no one grows vegetables or does anything down there. It's also very shady. It doesn't get a lot of morning sun. It gets mostly evening sun. So the back corner that does get sun is pretty burnt, unfortunately, in the summertime. This has got a little bit of a bend in it, which I'm not fond of. I think that curves a little bit that way. This one goes first. And that's the second one built. Then we grab this again. Very, very cool. I like that connection. That is neat. So you can sort of see that these are the start of the wings. What's next? I'm gonna move some stuff here. I need both of these. All right, so then we're starting to fill this in a little bit. Oh, these go down here. It's crazy all the different colors we've been using inside of this. What's really funny is, like, if I'm looking at this, this is the wings. It's going to be longer still. Cosmic has invited themselves to go over and hang out with Baker's Dozen. Garden invasion over the garden wall. Or under it. Cosmic's not tall enough to go over it. You have 8 acres. Wow. It's a big piece of property. Bring play clothes for the dirt and something for the grill. Nice. Hey Joel, says Flying Sheep, I hear you're loving the new Twitch on Xbox UI. Oh yes. If by love you mean I might throw up a little bit in my mouth whenever I use it. Yeah, sure. One of the downsides of being a designer, like as your training and career, like illustration and design, is just like when companies just absolutely get it wrong, it's just infuriating because they have enough money to get it right. They absolutely have enough money to get it right, and they just don't. This is a weird, funky little piece we got to build. And this goes upside down and connects there to complete that smooth. There's a missing piece right here, the little triangle piece that's missing. And that's what we're filling in. So you connect all these pieces. And then you flip it upside down and fill in this gap. Wow. That's pretty slick. Oh, we can move this out of the way. Kelberty, short or not, I'm going over the wall. Stable door. There you go. Oops. A lot of the time these little yellow pieces are just used for like spacing, you know? Making sure you don't put things too close together. I've not seen these kind of pieces before either. I wonder if they're pretty common in Technic builds. They struck me as a way to like get two pieces at a specific angle, you know? Eight of these. So we flip it over, and then these all go on the bottom. Find it so fascinating watching this come together with the whole, I can't picture it in my head. I have no idea what you are doing now. It's going to make what is on the front of the box. So I have the advantage. I've got the box right there in front of me. So I can sort of see. I try not to look ahead in the instructions, but the box sort of gives me a hint. I feel like this might be the leading edge of the wing. Goes like that. It's a little crooked. And two more of these. Little gray piece on the end. So specific. This must have taken an absolute eon to design. And then 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You really struggle to put Lego sets together sometimes? The instructions can be a little bit vague. I mean, like they vary striking resemblance to IKEA assembly instructions, which I'm sure is no accident. Right, so there's the piece that we just made. Very smooth on that side, right? And then all the spacing and stuff that we had to do and the connections are on the inside. Yep, leading into the wing of the wing. So bring this back over here. And I'll try to do this in a way that you can see. They unfortunately don't really tell us much about how it connects. Guess it just connects there. So again, it's just a way this piece here connects this way and then gets this wing at a very specific angle. I wonder if that's a custom piece for the shuttle. Oh, we got some loose nuts and bolts. Not flight ready. Yeah. You can see those little triangle pieces there. You have the Doctor Who TARDIS Lego set, and I just remember not enjoying the process of putting it together. That's like my mom. My mom has the Orchid set that I got her for Mother's Day last year. She loves it. She hated putting it together. She was like, I love it. Thank you very much. Never buy me something like that again. It's Pikacath. I'm a champ at putting stuff together. I will just try and look through the instructions and then ditch that and then try to look at things. Wow, just figured out? No, I just followed the instructions. Putting my couch together was a trip. That's the biggest IKEA thing I've ever done, I think. I like their stuff, though. I'd like to get a couple more things for around the apartment. The flowers I love putting together, I think, because they were easier, and one of my kids helped me too. Oh, that's nice. That's nice to do that, yeah. Which flower set did you get? Was it the bouquet? The flower bouquet? I don't remember. Have you seen, did you see the new one? Have you seen the dried flower centerpiece? I think I shared that on the Citadel Cafe recently. I got my sister the succulents set for her birthday, which is in July, but she said she was going to save it for winter when she normally does like a lot of puzzles and stuff in her basement to pass the winter months, because her and her husband, they golf all summer long, so that they don't really spend a lot of time inside. And so I haven't talked to her recently. I wonder if she's put it together. Just realized that this track has got like the little Mario jump noise in it. Funny. there. It's got the jump noise and like the shoot turtle shell noise, I think. Unless my ears are making that up. I didn't catch what these were used for, but maybe we just haven't gotten there yet. These little dots. Now that you've mentioned it, I cannot no longer not hear it. Yeah, sorry, not sorry. I need to go back and finish Ori and the Blind Forest. I can't remember where I was. I think I was talking with Megabite when I rated her last, and she recommended it. I want to have more platformers, but I find that the platformers on Xbox just none of them are new, and they all just look dated, and I don't want to play old stuff. I'd rather play new stuff. And Ori is very pretty. Ori and the Blind Forest is very pretty game. So this just attaches here. Nice. That is large. Does it even fit? Only if I put it this way. Oh, wow. Cover all up, all that stuff there. Realizing I'm shaking the table, but I want to make sure they're attached. Why won't that attach there? Something's not right. There we go. Still a little warped, but we'll get there. Oh, I was supposed to put those on first. Okay. Whoops. Now I understand. Where did that go? Yes. And this last piece goes on the end. Oh, cool. One of those. Everything? That's two. Looks right to me. And they attach here. And we got some spare bits left over. Did you know? The nose and the leading edge of the wings take most of the re-entry heat, up to 2,912 degrees Fahrenheit or 1,600 degrees Celsius. Wow. That's hot. 1,000 bits, bag 7 done. Thank you so much, Cosmic. Very much appreciate that. The Maserk, welcome back. I hope you're having a good Friday. Geez, Joel, I thought you said you followed the instructions. I did. I missed the joke. Break before the next bag. Yes. And it's only a small bag, so we'll do a third bag today. Depending on the bag size, we usually only get through 2, but that's not a very big bag, so I am a-okay with doing that. So once again, I take a break once an hour. We're a little ahead of schedule, but that's fine. So I'll step away and do that now, and when we come back, we'll do bag number 8. Be right back. Bag number 8. Let's go. $135. I think we're going to move this over here. Drift D Weeb. I'm sure that's Drift Weeb, but I wanted to have some fun. Thanks very much for the follow. And Cosmic, thanks again for the 1,000 bits. For bag 7 complete. Very, very generous. Thank you. Do you only build Lego or also other brick manufacturers? Only Lego. I have not had any good feedback from any of my friends that have built other Lego ripoff stuff. I know they exist. I know they're cheaper, but apparently they also feel cheaper. So I've not gone down that route. And really, I tend to find enough with Lego that I want to build that I don't have to deviate from the brand. There's a German manufacturer with high quality standards. How do those companies not get sued out of existence by Lego? They have Star Trek licenses, right on. I wonder if Alistair knows about them. Can you, Masurk, obviously you've got access to the chat. There is a Lego Discord channel. If you want to throw a link to the Star Trek licensed stuff, I'm sure Alistair would be interested in seeing it. Or I'll pass it on to him. I'm not sure how often Alistair's in the Discord these days. Looks like we're doing the front landing gear would be my guess. Masurk, thank you very much for posting that. Appreciate that. Got some tires. It's always strange when they give you like odd numbers of pieces. I mean, it makes sense, but when you're doing this kind of layout, you're like, wait, that's not fun. Or dark stuff. Are you okay with me repeating a question from further up? Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I miss stuff when I'm streaming. I mean, in general, that happens a lot, but yeah, absolutely. Let's go with yes. All good because you were faffing? Question was, I'm sorry for a streaming question, but how important do you think a consistent streaming schedule is, and how do you stick to one? I would say it's important, both from my experience, but also from just advice I've seen from other streamers that are more successful at it than I am. And I would say the easiest way to stick to one is to start off with something that is achievable, or even something that is like underachievable. Like if you think that you might be able to stream 3 times a week, aim for 1 or 2. You know, I feel like that can make the difference. You know, like for me, for the longest time, the only time I streamed was Saturday, Sunday. And I could maybe get excited and try to fit in a Friday, but for the longest time, it was Saturday, Sunday only. feel like this actually gets harder when there's a smaller bag. Yeah, I would say start with a lighter schedule if you can. Even like on top of that, if you think you can stream for 3 hours, schedule 2, right? That way you're always hitting what you say you're going to do. And if you go over, that's just bonus. Just checked the legal situation on those Lego compatible third-party sets like Blue Bricks. The basic design principle of the pieces can't be protected in Europe as ruled by the European Court of Justice. It's only forbidden to copy sets, use the Lego trademark, etc. Huh, interesting. So they don't have a patent on the connection process. And I say that, but from people that I've talked to that have third-party sets, it's not the same experience. But I mean, never say never. As long as they don't call them Legos, they're fine. Interesting. Makes sense, says Cosmic. I'm struggling with now working from home at my desk where I stream from, and then streaming at my desk where I work from. When I'm done work, I just want to be away from my desk. Yep, that's so for me. Having a separate computer helped. I'm in the same office. I just turn around and face the other wall, so it's not a huge change. But yeah, I can see that being tricky. What I would suggest too is having a good amount of time between. So like, I'd imagine with where you've got small humans, that after the small humans go to bed is probably an ideal time to stream, because it gives you like work, family time, bedtime, and then stream. All right, bag number 8. Right away, we have to go get the monster. It almost fits in the shot. I need 2 of these and 2 of these little pieces here. Go along with these. Not entirely sure where these go. There's that. Oh, I see. Yep. Now we need these 2 pieces. Cool. And then we're off to do something else. Part of the problem for third parties is that the standard for Lego is so high, anything else feels bad. Yeah, no, I would agree with that. I would imagine that some third parties probably have a hard time getting licensing for some of the more popular sets too. I mean, Star Trek is popular, but there are definitely things like, you know, Star Wars and Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, they already are licensed by Lego. And I imagine a lot of those are some of the highest selling sets for Lego. Although I imagine the modular builds are probably up there as well, would be my guess. I'm on the fence about whether I want to try a modular. I know I would like it, I just don't know where I would put it, and if it's a road that I want to go down. If I had a house with a room for displaying like a Lego city, 100% yeah. I would totally go down that way. That. We've got small piece. This little silver brick. I feel like some of these are going to be details that are visible when you maybe open up the fuselage, the cargo bay. This is a long piece. I'm assuming this has to go down the center somehow? We're just going to repeat this pattern. Interesting to me that there was knockoff Legos. I wasn't aware that some even existed. Oh man, there's been some stuff coming out of China for a long time. There's I think it's the Star Destroyer is the first one that I saw that was like a Chinese knockoff. It was like half the price. Because you get a Lego set that costs like $1,000 and another one that costs like $400, then people are definitely more inclined to pick up the one that's cheaper, right? But unlike the German brand that Mr. was talking about, I feel like the Chinese stuff is more than likely cutting corners. And I've heard that from people that built the kits, and not friends, but like social media stuff. This just keeps on getting longer and longer. I missed a step. I don't know if it's the main senator underneath, but it's definitely going down the middle. That's for sure. Oh yeah, the minifigure collector scene is definitely out there, and that's something that I've got no interest in. Like, I don't. All the minifigures that come with my sets, they're all just in a little box somewhere. Every now and again, I'll put one of the minifigures like the minifigure that might fly the ship. If there's a cockpit, I might put it in the cockpit, but very seldom. I think my Han Solo and Chewie are flying the shuttle Hadirium, but that's it. And it's only because you can see them from the outside. Now all 7 of these go on the underside. And this is why we have 7. I know we build on a grid in Minecraft, but sometimes I wish we could cross the grid. I think it'd be an interesting puzzle, but that would involve, you know, vertical slabs. Like that's what would happen. Get that. And this gets attached here. I think this might be the underside of something. You're right. Oh, it does lay right on the middle. Interesting. Goes all the way back there. The blue goes over the blue. It connects back that way. Wait a minute. It doesn't connect at all. Okay, I guess it just sits there. That's going to make moving this around hard. And then we take 6 of these pieces and they go along the front here. I built massive castle MOCs on my own creations, and I am constantly in need of knights, which are no longer in production. The only place where which I can relatively confidently, I'm relatively confident is Bricklink. Yeah, Bricklink is a good spot. Well, because Bricklink, I don't think is they're not selling like they have a very clear I believe Bricklink is actually selling Lego pieces secondhand, right? That's the whole company is like getting used Lego, washing them, organizing them, and then reselling them, right? The whole Lego secondhand market is just crazy. It gets very expensive very quickly. Landing gear, it looks like. That, put the extra tires on. always hard. Such small, hard pieces. Very different than the other landing gear. Different pieces altogether. Oh, maybe they're not symmetrical. That. Goes in there like that, and then we have other set. I do always find the order in which you have to do these Technic piece assembly bits is always imperative. Pretty good. And this piece. Goes in like that. And oh wow. So now we have this goes through here. That looks right to me. And that attaches here. And then we've got these two pieces. Those. Okay, so this will keep this in line here. Very secure, that's for sure. And this connects there. Nice. these pieces attach to this and then get fastened not to the end. I'm assuming these are the pieces that put some pressure on the spring. Yep. And then we've got these two pieces here. I know we're way off for the end of this one, but you know, but how are you enjoying it so far? You had to mark it out of 10 in terms of complexity and enjoyment. It's very cool to see how it all comes together, and I would say, like really unique ways of building cylinders. I found that this connection was really cool. Like, I think that having never built a Lego set this large before, definitely is fun and cool. In terms of the how are they doing that, and the intricacy of how, like, all of this, like, this is, you know, why does this slide? Because this is the mechanism that puts the front gear down, right? Put up the landing gear, push in on the back, and it drops the landing gear. I hope I have that built right. It looks like I might have it backwards. No, it's on there right. But that's cool. That's very cool. Did I mess up in... No. Why do I have an extra one of those? That feels not good. Yep. I think I screwed up on that. Yeah, I did. Okay. I will fix that later. I mean, spare wheel is good. Spare hubcap is good. Yeah, this is supposed to go in there. There's not supposed to be any red showing. That's fine. I can fix that, no problem. All right, last little bit here says, did you know, as a glider, the shuttle can only had one chance to land. Once the landing gear was deployed, it could not be retracted. Huh, I didn't know that. Interesting. Either land now or forever hold your peace, I guess. So, looks like we're going to be moving on to bag 9 next time. That's where I'm going to wrap up the stream today. Thanks so much for hanging out, folks. Hope you enjoyed. Really, I had fun chatting. Always a good time. We're going to pass you on. Is Impulse SV still live, Cosmic? Is that still a thing that's happening? I would say right now it's an 8 out of 10 to answer your question as well. If you'd like to join the Discord, you can do that either here with Twitch or Prime subs. You can also go to Joel Duggan on Patreon and join the Discord that way. All of those are fantastic ways to support the stream, as well as wonderful bits like Cosmic was sending today, and we did have a couple of Prime subs and stuff like that, so very much appreciated. It's because of you I get to do this every Friday, and I really enjoy it. We'll be back, of course, tomorrow with some Minecraft at 1 o'clock Atlantic. That's UTC minus 4 hours. We'll be back in Westhill adding in details. You can, of course, check out the Spawn Chunks podcast at thespawnchunks.com and the Citadel Cafe podcast at thecitadelcafe.com, or listen to either on your favorite podcast catcher. They all go through iTunes and Spotify and all those good places, Google Podcasts, etc. And yeah, I will try to find somebody to pass you on to. I don't know who right now, but we're looking at probably another Minecrafter. So hold on to your nuggets, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.